Okay, so we're looking at his face. We're going to first block in block in some skin tone. Okay, which means we know that there is shadow in the eye socket shape, but we're also looking at the Van Gogh picture that we're allowing the viewer to see the brush strokes. We're not. So you must do the brush strokes, John, following the contour lines. So we can see there's shadow here by the side of the nose. There's shadow over where the eyes are. Got quite distinct eyebrow shape. And his nose comes down. Then we'll go into one of the lighter, slightly lighter colours. Got his cheeks, follow the contour. Now there will be a little bit of working wet on wet, because if you have too harsher lines, you'll make the person look really old when you're doing your contour lines. So we're looking to show that form of the cheek, the fact that he's smiling, his cheeks are drawn back, and of course we've got this darker colour which we're going to put in here. Under his chin. Okay, so you're continually working with your colours. Blended. And blocking it in, right? When you get to your darker colours, and you've got to check whether there's a cast shadow sometimes, which is a harder shadow, versus your soft shadow. So there's quite a harsh shadow here under his nose before his lip. And then there's quite heavy shadows here where it describes his eyebrow and eyes. So then you just need the tip of the brush when you're doing a definition on the eye. Okay, and then you will go back in, so that's when you'll sharpen up or soften your shadows. Okay, and you do the same thing on the shirt. So you've got a nice base for the shirt, you've got a nice base for the jacket. It's the same thing with the lights and darks. So if I'm doing some highlights there, I'm going to bring the white back into that blue shirt, and that will show where it's the lights hitting the top of that shirt. And down here on the collar. And that you've got to think about what's in front of what and what's behind, to get the look of the cloth. So here there's quite a light part in the collar. Turns down, and then there's the front face of the collar. So those lights and darks. And then you may find when it dries you work in a little bit more highlight. Okay? So that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a cut.